What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Myers World, and right now we're going to be talking about Week 2 Monday Night Football, NFL, September 18th, 2023. We're going to be taking a look at the Saints and the Panthers. I told you guys this before. A lot of you guys from the New Orleans area, you know what I'm saying, the 504 boys, you guys really believe that Derek Carr is the answer. I'm going to go ahead and just explain some things to you guys real quick, right? Let's look at his stat line really fast. 21 of 36, 228 yards, a 6.3 average, 1 interception. All right. His rating 65.5. Okay. This guy, he's a really decent dude. Like if you see him on Twitter or whatever Elon Musk is calling it now, X, I'm telling, like he looks like he's a really, really good guy. He just does not play the game of football well. And this comes from the Raiders as well. What happened was when he got injured, right, in that play, it was the play of when he had to play the Texans. That's back when Clowney was with the Texans. When he got injured that season, when he was having an MVP type season, he's never been the same after that. And even before that, he was just getting really, really lucky for what was going on. Like, I'm just being totally honest. The dude was never somebody that I was like, yo, that dude's raw right there. So going to New Orleans, it doesn't really make any sense for anybody to really believe that he's going to be the difference maker. Although the Saints are 2-0, both their games are questionable. I just want to make everybody clear so that, you know, it's not like, yo, I'm wishy-washy with it. I don't believe that Derek Carr is going to be able to get the job done. I just want to be very, very clear with that. All right. Throughout the game itself, it seems in certain instances, right, that Olave has, you know, he's a really, really good speedy receiver. He had 11 targets. He caught the ball 6 times. Some of those passes were ridiculous, though. Let's just be honest about it. Like, it's not something that we could just blame him completely about what happened. But I'm watching him. I'm starting to appreciate what he does. Shaheed looks pretty decent. Michael Thomas, like I told you guys, I know you guys love yourself some Michael Thomas, bro, but I know that he's known as the slant guy and stuff like that. That's literally what the guy is. Now, does he add a formidable, you know, maybe third down guy, you know, short yardage type play guy? Yeah, but he's not a guy that's going to really go and have like a blowout type of game. All right. Those type of games he was getting before with Drew Brees, that's all over, bro. I know you guys love yourselves some Saints, dog, but just watching it is like, yo, what is, like, nobody even cares what he's doing. It's sort of like they leave him open and like, yo, you can't burn nobody anyway, so we'll just go tackle you after you catch it. Plus, you're running a slant, or you're probably running a, you know, a quick short in, a button hook, dude. Like, he's not really doing anything, so nobody really pays attention to him. So I don't really know what the major threat is. You see what I'm saying? Like, rushing yards, your quarterback tight end is your best running back, Taysom Hill. Like, what the? I don't even know what the Saints are doing. So, like, guys, when I evaluate these teams and I'm looking at it, I understand, like, all-purpose type things, and, you know, people are trying to, you know, be like a Deion Sanders, play defensive back and wide receiver and stuff like that. Devin Hester, you know, excellent kickoff returner, but they try to put him at wide receiver. He couldn't catch the ball. I know you guys remember all those things. When you're trying to do too much, right, it really creates a different situation because I don't know what the Saints are actually doing. So that's why I wanted to break that down really quickly so you guys understand where I'm going with this. They played a Carolina Panther team that's not supposed to be in the game. Realistically, they should have not, like, this game shouldn't have been close. The Saints should have beat the hell out of the Carolina Panthers. If we're just, like, I'm just going straight realistic with it, right? Let me tell you about their rushing yards over on the Carolina Panther side, right? Miles Sanders had 43 yards for the entire game. Bryce Young had 34 yards, our new rookie QB. Okay, Hubbard had 16 yards. Chenault had 7. All right, they had a total of 100 rushing yards between 4 people. Okay, Bryce Young lost a fumble, but look, guys, he's a rookie. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna grow. 22 of 33, 153 yards. He had a touchdown, an 87 passer rating, which means he outplayed Derek Carr. You know, just by rating. We're just going by rating. All right, the QBR was 60. But he had a rating of 87. Derek Carr's QBR was 37.8. Okay? I'm just giving you some numbers to let you work it out. Now, Thielen, right? We know Thielen was decent, obviously with the Vikings, stuff like that. He had a touchdown, all right? 54 yards. Hubbard in the receiving area, again, 34 yards. Mingo, 26 yards. Hayden Hurst, 20 yards. DJ Clark, 15 yards. The reason that I'm giving you these little numbers is because it was a very nip-tuck game. And it's a game that a veteran team like the 504 New Orleans Saints, all you dudes out there, oh, bro, the Saints this, the Saints that. It's no way possible that this game should have been what it was. Okay? It's just no way that, like, I'm like, yo, and I'm flipping through the channels. I'm like, yo, the Saints are garbage. Like, listen, guys, as you're watching the game, right, and you're seeing that we go to the half and it's 6-0, I know a lot of you guys are the Saints fans are like, yo, G. Maya's right. That dude Derek Carr sucks, but you don't want to tell me, and that's fine. As long as you understand that what I'm saying is true, you don't ever have to tell me that I'm right. I don't care about that. But I want you guys to just realize that when you're looking at what he's doing, he's not good, okay? So that you're going to get that for the entire season. You're going to get Michael Thomas running a slant for 3 yards over and over again and nobody paying attention to him defensively. You're going to get that. The only threat that they really have is Olave. And if he can get the ball to him, they could be a dynamic team. But remember, Olave is still undersized. I don't know how that's going to work out in its totality. We have to see how that works. Taysom Hill cannot lead your team in rushing. I don't know what he is. Is he a tight end? He plays special teams quarterback? What is he? I don't know what he's doing. But the way that they're set up right now, that's not a formula for winning. I just want to make sure I'm clear with that. So the Saints pulled it out, close game, 20-17. I was not impressed at all with the Saints. The Carolina Panthers are what they are. They're a young team. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Got a couple veteran pieces. They fought. They lost. Very, very simplistic. All right. Now we jump over to Cleveland, the Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense won this game. All right. TJ Watt goes and gets his first ever defensive touchdown. Beautiful thing to see. He works very hard. I love that. That is very, very good stuff. All right. I can't. It's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I saw his brother tweet out that he's the best defensive player in football. I don't know if I would go that far, but he's really good. All right. Kenny Pickett. I understand your name is Pickett, but stop throwing the ball for dudes to Pickett. Like, chat, you know what I'm saying, right? Dude running around with a 12.3 QBR. All right. He's running around with that. That's what he's running around with. A 12.3 QBR, dude. Kenny Pickett. He will throw the ball for you to pick it. Like, it's obvious that that's what he's looking to do, and he will do it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why they blessed him with that name. Like, it's just a beautiful thing to see a guy come out with the name Pickett, and he just throwing it for you to pick it, bruh. But listen, the dude had a 12.3 QBR and a 71 passer rating. All right, he sucked, right? 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Deshaun Watson, we're starting to try to... Dude, that guy sucks. Like, Look, I don't know why they paid him $230 million, looking at the way that he played, starting the season. And then when last season was kind of wild. He was going through some things and, he was suspended. He came back. It was all, whacked out. He had a whole offseason and he still looks terrible. So I don't know what he's doing, but he had a 16.5 QBR and a 70 passer rating. Now, Chubb got injured. I don't know what was going on. I can't really understand what's happening. Probably, we'll figure out what's happening with him during the week. We'll see what goes on with that. But Jerome Ford is a dog. Let me just tell you that right now. 106 yards on 16 carries. He's a dog. All right. A 69-yard burst. He's savage beast type things over there. All right. So I think Ford will be able to, carry that load with the Browns. Najee Harris, not a good night. 10 carries, 43 yards for the Steelers. I'm trying to compare why Cleveland should have still won the game. Without those defensive touchdowns, obviously, the Browns win. We're not even going to get into Joey Porter Jr., pass interference. And everybody on Twitter or X is telling me that, oh, the ball was uncatchable. You can't grab the guy before the ball. Like, dude, before the ball, he's able to go for it. You can't grab him. And that's what he did. He grabbed him by the shoulder pads. The refs are blind. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, yo, it's right in front of you. It does not make any sense. It's right in front of you. And you would have to actually review it to kind of see it. But I watched it over and over again. I tweeted it out, let you guys see what was going on. Some of you guys agree, some of you guys don't. But the rule is the rule. You guys are saying it's uncatchable. It is what it is. I don't think they would have called the play no matter what. They wouldn't have called it. Because I think that they needed the Steelers to win for different reasons. Because if you just look at the way the game ended, it started to get really, really ridiculous. But again, the Steelers did win this game, but they won it off defense. Now, George Pickens got a lot more targets than he did last week, so I was very happy about that. But he only had 4 receptions on 10 targets. Can't do that. Had a touchdown, but you can't drop. Like, dude, like some of those are just clean drops. I understand that you're a spectacular receiver. You got to do better. That's pretty much where it is right there. So offensively, with the Steelers, I'm not impressed with them at all. Defensively, they're very, very tough. But again, you're not going to win consistently the way that they played yesterday. You're not going to get away with that call, at the end of a game every single time. So although, the Browns had this game under control, in the second half going in when they were up, those 2 touchdowns killed them. You go into the half down, 14-16, and then you come out, you score, you get 8 points, and then you allow them to get these defensive touchdowns. This is bad business, dude. Like, you can't keep doing that. Amari Cooper, on the other hand, 90 yards on 10 targets. You know, he had 7 receptions. Njoku, you were a joke. And I know you got joke in your name with Njoku, but you can't be a joke out there. Dude's got to get open. But again, I blame Deshaun Watson for a lot of what was going on. He looked horrible. That guy sucks, bro. Like, this is not I'm not joking about this. He sucks. Like, let's just kick the facts. That dude is garbage, bro. And we got to start to look at it. Cleveland might have made a really big mistake with this guy. They might have thought that they were going to get what the Texans got, but I think he might be still mentally not going through the right, situation, because he looked really, really awful. And I understand that the Steelers have a decent pass rush and all that stuff. They were going crazy, but you got to play better than that, man. And the Browns should have won this game. Now, again, we're going to have to figure out what's going on with Chubb, and we'll see how that works. But the Browns, they do have enough. If Deshaun Watson plays like Deshaun Watson from college, or even the first couple seasons that he had with the Texans, the Browns have a chance. Pittsburgh, I don't know what they're doing with Pickett. Pickett is not the dude. He's just not the guy. And that's what makes me nervous. Najee Harris, he's going to have to step it up as well. He only got 10 carries, but, you got to do a little bit more if you're going to help them in the run game. But he's still, I like what I'm seeing from him when I did see him actually go out there and run. George Pickens, again, unbelievable receiver. We're going to need more from you. That's it. So other than that, like I told you guys before, everything else that we have going on, I'm going to tell you right now. There's a lot going on in the league that we're going to have to take a look at. But I will tell you guys this, right? Based on what we've been seeing, the Cleveland Browns have a lot more upside than the Steelers right now, in my opinion, because of the quarterback position. Other than that, we have to wait to see how it all unfolds. I want to thank you guys for joining me and watching today or listening via podcast. Thank you guys again. I'm going to see you guys next week. Have a blessed day. One love, y'all.